Former U.S. President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama are a busy couple, and it shows through their net worth. Barack makes his money from a six-figure pension, public speaking, and his best-selling books. His latest memoir, A Promised Land, sold nearly 1 million copies within 24 hours of its release. From speaking at events around the world to writing memoirs and signing a massive production deal with Netflix, the Obama's life after the White House has been full and very lucrative. These endeavors have significantly contributed to the Obama's net worth, which is at least $70 million, according to International Business Times. From philanthropic efforts and holidaying where the sun shines, to making long-term investments in their daughter's education, here's how the Obamas make and spend their fortune. From the time when Barack joined the U.S. Senate in 2005 to 2016, the Obamas earned a total of $20.5 million from his government salary, book royalties, investment income, and Michelle's income from her job at University of Chicago hospitals before she became the First Lady. Barack made a six-figure salary as president, earning $400,000 a year during his 8-year term, and he still earns an annual pension of about $200,000 as a former president. From 2005 to 2016, Barack earned $15.6 million in advances and royalties from his books The Audacity of Hope and Of the I Sing, A Letter to My Daughters, and royalties for Dreams from My Father. In 2017, he and Michelle signed book deals worth at least $60 million to each write their own memoirs. Published in November 2018, Michelle's first memoir, Becoming, was that year's #1 best-selling book. As of July 2022, had sold more than 17 million copies worldwide. The Guardian said that it sold nearly 9 copies per second on its first day on sale in North America. She also sold 25 different items of merchandise related to the book. This included mugs and candles. Michelle's second book was also a bestseller. The Light We Carry, Overcoming in Uncertain Times, was published in November 2022 and took the top spot on USA Today's best-selling books list in its debut week. Books aren't the Obamas' only foray into media. In 2018, they signed a production deal with Netflix, which is estimated to be $50 million. That includes a documentary film, Becoming, accompanying Michelle's memoir. Since leaving office, Barack has also been paid as much as $400,000 for public speaking events. Michelle also reportedly rakes in $225,000 per speaking appearance. Tickets to her 2018 book tour stop at Barclays Center in Brooklyn ranged from $300 to $4,000. More recently, Michelle has ventured into podcasting, hosting an exclusive podcast with Spotify. The Michelle Obama Podcast looked at interpersonal relationships. She also has an upcoming series, Michelle Obama, The Light Podcast. All things considered, the Obamas could stand to earn as much as $242.5 million in their post-presidency life. The couple thinks long-term when it comes to spending money. In 2007, Barack bought Bright Direction's age-based growth plans, each worth from $50,000 to $100,000, to pay for Malia and Sasha college education. Malia graduated from Harvard and Sasha graduated from the University of Southern California. After leaving the White House, they bought an 8,200 square foot mansion in Washington for $8.1 million. The Obamas still own their home in Chicago's Hyde Park neighborhood that they bought for $1.6 million in 2005. It's now valued at about $2.5 million. From 2009 to 2015, they gave $1.1 million to charity. More than half of their donations went to organizations for children. They also donated to charities focusing on African American causes, veterans, disaster relief, homelessness, and housing and health. Barack donated all the post-tax profits from his children's book, Of the I Sing, to provide scholarships for children of wounded and fallen soldiers. The donations totaled $392,000 from 2009 to 2015. In 2015, the Obamas gave about 15% of their income to charity. They donated more than $64,000 to 34 charities, But none of that includes Barack's biggest donation to date, his $1.4 million Nobel Peace Prize award in 2009, all of which he donated to multiple charities.